Hello, amazing first graders. I am here again to do your literacy lesson of the day. This is for April 16th. And today we are going to be going back to our book, Night and Day, that we've been using all week. And we're going to go back and identify cause and effect of some events that happen in our story. Remember, cause and effect is the relationship of why something happens and what does end up happening. So we think of cause as why something would happen, and effect is what ends up happening. So why is the cat purring? Because the girl is petting her. Or what happens because the girl is petting her? The cat is purring. Let's try this other example. I'll start with cause. Why does a boy need a bath? Because he fell in the mud. What happened because he fell in the mud? The boy needs a bath. Cause leads to effect, but we can also discover the cause when we look at effect. I'm not going to have us go back and reread our story again because we've been doing it every day this week. I'm assuming that you've looked at the other videos and you've really paid attention to our story. If you need to, you can stop the video now and go back to yesterday's video and reread the story if you need to. Otherwise, I'm going to move right on into modeling how to find cause and effect. So, cause and effect. I have some questions here that are going to help us be able to identify cause and effect. So, my first question says, what happens when Earth faces away from the sun? And Ms. Kelly highlighted that word what because it actually tells us what we're looking for. If I need to know what happens, I'm looking for the effect, the what. So I already know the cause. The cause is that Earth faces away from the sun. And I need to think what happens because the Earth faces away from the sun. Going back to my book, I remember in chapter 3, they talk about how when Earth faces away from the sun, we have less light, it gets a little bit colder, and it actually turns into nighttime. We can see stars and the moon, and we have night. So I identified because the Earth faces away from the sun, we have night and can see the moon and stars. Okay, this time I'm going to pause and have you try and answer first, and then you'll check your work against Miss Kelly's. My question this time says, why does Earth have night and day every 24 hours? If I want to know why, am I looking for the cause or the effect? That's right, I'm looking for the cause. I want to know why something happened. What caused it? So we know the Earth has day and nighttime every 24 hours. I need to think why. And it's pretty similar to what we were just talking about. Think about, why do you think we need, or why do you think Earth has night and day? Check and see if you said something similar to Miss Kelly. I said, because Earth rotates around the sun. Remember in our story, as Earth circles around the sun, we have nighttime on one half, day on the other, and it'll keep moving so that this side gets to have day and this side will move into night. And that happens every 24 hours. That's why one day on Earth is 24 hours long. Okay, we're going to do one more question together as a group, and then the next one is going to be your work to turn in for literacy today. So practice one more time with Miss Kelly, and the next one is on your own. What happens because stars make their own light? I need to think. I'm looking for the effect. What happens? I know stars make their own light. And because stars can make their own light, what happens? Think in your head and say your sentence out loud. Let's compare with what Miss Kelly got. I said, what happens because stars make their own light is that stars glow in the night sky. You could have also said something similar like, we are able to see the stars from Earth. Stars are really far away, but because they make their own light, we're able to see them all the way from Earth. Great job, first grade. This next one is going to be your work for today. Miss Kelly's not going to help you. I want you to be able to do it yourself. My question is, why does the moon seem to change shape each night? So I need you to write me one sentence about why the moon changes shape each night. That'll be your literacy work today, my friends. I can't wait to see your responses. Let's move in to writing today. And just like we've been reading the story night and day this whole week, this entire week we've been working on opinion writing. I have the mentor text example here from our student Joe Smith. If you need to remember the components of a great opinion writing piece, I have the anchor chart here. What we're doing today is by now you should have a draft like Miss Kelly's. You should have your title and author, topic sentence, opinion statement, your reasons and examples, and a conclusion. What we're ready to do is go back and check our writing to see if it's ready. And what we do is we check our writing with COPs. Many of you guys in Miss Kelly's class knows what COPs are. Some of you in Miss Finney's class might know as well. If not, that's okay. Miss Kelly is here to help you right now understand what it means to check your work with COPs. Now, COPs has 4 letters and each of them stands for something. C is for capitalization. So I'm going to reread my sentence once to check if I have the capital letters I need or if other letters need to be made lowercase. The O stands for organization. I want to know, do I have all the words in my sentence? Does it make sense? P stands for punctuation. What comes at the end of my sentence? It might be a period, an exclamation point, or a question mark, but I need to make sure I have some sort of punctuation. And then lastly, S is for spelling. We know in first grade we have so many different tricks to help us spell. We want to make sure we're doing our best to spell correctly. I'm going to show you today with my sentence here about COPs. So I have my sentence here and I'm going to go back and reread it times. One's for capitalization, one's for organization, one's for punctuation, and one's for spelling. Every time I finish one, I'm going to add a check mark till I have 4 checks each time. Okay, so the first time I read my sentence, I'm looking for capitalization. I want to know which letters should be capital and which should be lowercase. My sentence says, Miss Kelly told Gilbert you did a great. Well, my sentence needs a lot of work here, but first I'm going to focus on capitalization. Well, I know the first letter of my sentence always needs to be capital. So I'm going to right away make that first letter of my sentence capital. But I also know I'm talking about 2 people here. Miss Kelly. Is that a common noun or a proper noun? It's a proper noun. It's a very specific teacher or person. So you need to make sure that it's capitalized. Who else am I talking about in this sentence? Gilbert. He's also a person. I want to make sure his name is capitalized too. Miss Kelly told Gilbert, you did a great. I don't see any other names in here, and I see my first letter is capitalized, so I think I am all set. And I'm going to add this first check for capitalization. Beautiful. Okay, now I need to reread my sentence for organization. I need to see, does my sentence make sense? Miss Kelly told Gilbert, you did a great. Does that make sense? No way. I need to go back and think, where do I need to add something to make it even better? Miss Kelly told Gilbert, you did a great. You know, I forgot to put something at the end to make sense. Miss Kelly told Gilbert, you did a great job. Let me see if that makes sense. Miss Kelly told Gilbert, you did a great job. Yeah, that makes sense now. Okay. So I know I can add another check for O. I got my organization done. Now I need to read for P, punctuation. I want to make sure I have punctuation at the end that matches my sentence. Miss Kelly told Gilbert, "You did a great job." Now I see I do have punctuation here, but it's a question mark. Am I asking Gilbert if he did a great job? No, I'm telling him he did a great job. And so I probably think I'm going to use an exclamation point, because if I say it, I'm really excited. I'm not going to say it like, "You did a great job." I'm excited about it. "You did a great job." So I'm going to put that right punctuation here. All right, now that I know I have my correct punctuation, I only need to reread one more time for spelling. Miss Kelly told Gilbert, "You did a great job." Seems like all my words are spelled correctly. The reason I know is I just went underneath and I was slow checking each word to make sure it matched the sounds. Now that I know that I've spelled it correct, I have my last check and I'm ready to go. So I want you to use COPS, capitalization, organization, punctuation, and spelling to go back and check your draft. You should have all your writing ready to go. Now it's time to go back and make sure it's as perfect as it can be. Tomorrow, we will share our final drafts and give compliments to ourselves. Remember, first grade, you're checking your work with COPS, and you need to answer my last question for cause and effect. That's the work that you need to send in today. I can't wait to see the awesome work you come up with. See you tomorrow, first grade.